Guys, Marsegan here bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to take a look at LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku with his EZA. It's out now on JP after the maintenance, the data download and everything brought the actual EZA event as well as the actual data for the files and everything, so we can actually do the private server showcase. At least as my understanding is, it is actually out now in game, but if it's not, I mean, it'll be tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure it's out now, right? Anyway, we're going to be showcasing him here on the private server to see what our boy can do with his EZA. It's going to be very interesting to test him out here. I'm going to go for the strategy that I think is probably the best for this unit, which is to build him up using the 12 key supers, because he gets a very large amount of defense start of turn, 200%, as well as 59% attack. He gets 120% attack and defense when performing a super, and then he has 50% damage reduction, which he keeps until he does his 18 key super. So if you do the 12 key super, you just keep the damage reduction. You just have it. So that's going to be really, really good for some of these harder hitting events. And his 12 key hopefully will actually still be able to do some pretty decent damage. His 12 key super greatly raises attack, which is an infinite stack, and raises defense for 1 turn. So if you look at his start of turn defense here, he's not getting any defense support because Super Saiyan 3 Bardock is a attack support unit. So he's going to get 120% from his passive on super, which means he's already going up to over 400k. Then he gets the raised defense for 1 turn, which is 30%. And he has 50% damage reduction on top of that. But the reason why you want to build up is he gets key 2 and additional attack 20%, basically 3 times with each super performed. So he can go up to 6 key and 59% extra attack. But when he does his 18 key super, he gets an additional 200% attack, and then he disables the enemy action, but once only. And then you do also get 7 key, 59% attack, and a guaranteed critical hit when you're at 59% or less HP starting from turn 6 once only. So we got a pretty good setup of orbs here so that we can actually get exactly what we want, which is we only want to get the 12 key super. We've got Bardock. I'm running him. There's a couple of 200% teams that he's on, but he is going to have the issue that we all kind of predicted when his EZA was going to be upcoming for this celebration, which is that he has the same name as the new Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So if you run them on the team together, it's going to be kind of awkward because they share the same name. This guy doesn't really want to be in slot 1 because even with 50% damage reduction, like 200k defense start of turn, not good, right? Now, we did double super, so 6 million into 7 million on his 12 key super is actually really good. But that not only gives him the 2 stacks permanently to his attack, but that gives him now, at the start of the next turn, he's going to have 4 key and an extra 40% attack. So pretty significant buffs for our boy there. I guess the problem is going to be potentially that he's going to be able to get so much key that he actually unironically might, like on this next turn, we might not be able to avoid the 18 key super, which I'm hoping is not the case, but obviously we'll see. The AoE straight away on the turn here from Frieza is really bad for us, but hopefully we should be able to live, right? Bardock can get the 2 rainbow orbs, which gives him the extra defense. He might take a bit of damage here, but God Goku hopefully will get the dodge. Carnival Goku shouldn't take too much damage here. Ideally, I want to get him floated for the defense support, as well as legendary power for the Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Because ideally, I don't want Goku in slot 1. In fact, the next rotation, if he's not on this turn, the next rotation should be Tech Carnival Goku that we can put in slot 1, and then Bardock in slot 3. And then that rotation should actually be very good. The Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, right? Super Saiyan 3 Bardock is a unit that I've always liked because I like Bardock, but 50% attack support. If you've got a Power Beyond Super Saiyan ally on the rotation, he gets a guaranteed additional super. He raises defense on super. He obviously is just one of those units, like, he's not good against AoEs and he's in, so he's never been good against, like, you know, fusions of master or anything like that. But the turns where he does a triple super, his raw defense is relatively high, so he's able to survive some of these, you know, at least a lot of normals in the game. It's just for the Dismal Future Red Zone, he's not particularly great. So I suppose you can say for this particular like showcase setting, maybe you wouldn't be running Goku with Super Saiyan 3 Bardock in a lot of these harder stages. But for this initial showcase, we just want to see what our boy can do, right? So I'm not too fussed about the build of the team. Unfortunately, Bardock needing to build up the Tech Bardock means we don't get our extra super here. So I think what we'll have to do is... I guess we will just have to leave Goku in slot 1. But even with the extra key, we are only going to be getting the... We are still very much able to only get the extra super here. Because that lets our boy be fully built up now, passive-wise. So he's starting off at 200k. So yeah, the stats are all the same, right? We have no extra support. But I'm very interested to see what his attack stat is going to be now. Because it was 6 into 7 million on the first turn. And then on the third super here, yeah, see, we're up to 9.1 on his third 12-key super. Now, again, like, he's getting a lot of support from Bardock, but 9.1 on his 12-key super. And now his passive is fully built up, so he's got an extra 20% attack. So, yeah, he's going to be looking pretty good. Bardock shows us that there's no super, so we can get away with putting Carnival Goku in slot 1 again here. Like I said, I do want to get him floated off, but we're getting a lot of opportunity here to actually get his passive built up, which is not something we really get to see very often. So I thought we might as well go for it, because that's the 5th hit. So now we're on 6, and then he's going to take 2 more after this. He's going to be on 8 hits in total. So then we only really need 2 more. And then he has the Scouter. Should be looking pretty good. It's a good combo for this team, right? Because obviously Bardock's Scouter runs out after the first few turns. And then having this guy being able to have a Scouter when he's on rotation is really good as well. I've always really liked this STR Carnival Goku. It's just, unfortunately, he's one of the many units that the Dismal Future Red Zone has kind of like aged him out a little bit. Because a unit that needs to get hit a whole bunch of times. To get fully built up, he needs to get hit 5 times. So you really need to get kind of lucky and have the first turn that he's on. Ideally, he gets to attack first and get his defense buff, and then take probably like 3 hits and they all be normals. Especially if he's going to be on a team build where you want to float him off, it's going to be even harder. Because it doesn't really matter too much if you don't get the build up to 10 for the Scouter, but you at least want the build up to 5 so that he has his full passive, right? So... But yeah, Bardock will get a guaranteed crit here, so he's going to finish off Frieza, and then that puts us in a really nice spot here for Super Saiyan 3 Goku, because we're going to be against the AGL Frieza. I kind of do want to save the one big, like, Mega Dragon Fist for the final fight, but at the same time, you know, we want to see these numbers. So, start of turn, again, defense should be the same, because we don't have any defense support, 208k. We're getting that extra key, as you can see. Each turn we started off with a little bit extra key when we've been getting these supers. So, do we just go for it here? I kind of do want to, but... So let's see. Let's go for the full 24 key for Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Remember, we have the damage reduction in slot 1, so we're going to take these hits before we attack perfectly fine. So yeah, here we go. Let's see what Goku can do. If he gets supered immediately, he might take a bit of damage. Because 200k with 50% damage reduction. We do have type advantage at least, but... Hello? 31 million and then 19 million on the additional. Jesus. So... yeah, he gets 200% attack when performing the Ultra Super. So obviously if he then does an additional 12-key super, it gets that attack buff, like, benefit. And he does a ridiculous amount of damage. Holy moly, that was... I saw somebody in chat say that they'd seen a screenshot of him doing some insane amount of damage, and I like attack stat, and I just assumed it was like, oh, you know, that's going to be him with a ton of like support and items potentially and stuff like that. Now, we talked about how whether, you know, Super Saiyan 3 Bardock really is viable or not, but he's a very, like, reasonable ally that you could run him with, especially on a team like this, where we are getting we're still at the point where we're using the Scouter, so we know that we're not going to be putting Bardock in front of a super attack, and after he gets his supers off, he can tank normals relatively well. So, and in certain events, again, we're not talking like Fusion Zamasu here or anything, but in certain events, running Super Saiyan 3 Goku and then having this Super Saiyan 3 Bardock on the team is like a perfectly viable option. And I actually can't believe 31 million. That is insane. And then because we did an additional 12-key super, that's another stack as well. So technically on the next turn, his 18-key super attack, like, attack stat should be higher as well. Wow, Goku didn't dodge this. Or at least he's guarding, but... bruh. Yeah, that's actually ridiculous. I kind of wish we could take some big damage so we could actually be at 59% or less HP, because not only do you get the extra key, you get another 59% attack. So bear in mind, he's potentially able to hit even harder than that if we actually do drop below 59% HP. Obviously, it's only really with the start of this new year leading into the anniversary that I've started doing some more of this, like the JP content on the private server. But I really feel like maybe I should do a versus Fusion Zamasu video for this guy. Because in the first phase, even though he's tech, if you can go for just getting that 12 key super, and then the first turn he's on rotation against the physical Fusion Zamasu, you just drop that Dragon Fist. Like, that's going to be insane. So yeah, let's see now. Here, the problem is with Goku is always going to be key, right? So he shares Super Saiyan, Experienced Fighters, Limit Breaking Form, and Over in a Flash with Bardock. But we can just get the 18 key super here. So it's only going to be 18 key. So because we're not getting the full 24 key multiplier, obviously we're not going to have as crazy attack stat potentially that we did on the previous turn. Although we do have the extra greatly raised attack stack from the additional 12 key super. Now, with 200k defense and 50% damage reduction, if full power Frieza super attacks in slot 1, we are going to die. So that is something obviously to bear in mind. But let's see. Okay, we didn't get, yeah, 28 million. I mean, that's still pretty good, getting the bare minimum 18 key. And yeah, then he just takes him out here with the Dragon Fist. So that is ridiculously strong performance from Goku. Now, obviously, this is one of the easier events, so we'll have to try him out in some more difficult content. Maybe we'll jump into one of the Dismal Future Red Zones that doesn't have an AoE and see what he can do. Okay, so we're jumping into the Goku Black Red Zone here, and I am going to use the STR Super Saiyan 3 Goku team, and we'll see how that sort of pans out. I am going to go for the same kind of strategy here. So at least God Goku has Over in a Flash. Now I feel like in these early turns, it's almost like I don't want to give Dokkan too much credit and say that they designed this guy super well. It's almost like they did it by accident, judging on how Dokkan often does these unit designs and stuff. But in these early turns, we don't want to get, I feel like we don't want to get the 18 key super. So him having the lower attack stats and everything, or the lower key level, makes it a lot easier to do that. Now you can see here, without those Super Saiyan 3 specific links from Bardock, without the 50% support, that is a much lower attack stat for turn 1. So this is the kind of thing, you know, that you're potentially going to be seeing more often. We also did not get the additional super, so we're not getting the extra stack here. Because it's not just the greatly raised attack from his 12 key super attack effect, it is that extra 20% from his passive as well that you have to build up 3 times by doing 3 supers. That is going to make a significant difference to like the overall damage that he's able to do, right? So that is something that we definitely have to bear in mind here. This could be a bad... Yeah, of course he did. The first attack we take as well, so... Yeah, big damage, 521. Well, we're going to get our wish to see Goku below the HP threshold here, I guess. You know what we could do? If we do this, how much defense does Goku have slot 1? 190. I could do... We're going to heal too much, though, won't we? Damn. Because we heal 55%. How much damage will he take from... Goku Black in slot 1. See, I don't want anyone on the rotation to die, because I was going to say, if we do this, then we get they'll come round onto rotation with Super Saiyan 3 Goku, which would be pretty ridiculous. But I think even if I use as Princess Snake, the Vegeta will probably get killed in slot 3. So I think I have to... Wow, we got no key on this rotation either. That is brutal. So we'll do this. Why'd I have to bring Princess Snake and not like a Yema or something? I feel like Goku probably still takes some damage in slot 1, right? Because he doesn't have a lot of defense here. So we'll go ahead and do this. Plus we also have to bear in mind the fact that someone's going to be taking a super. Yeah, he still took 250k. So now we're going to see Goku with that 7 key, 59% attack, and then a guarantee. Oh no, of course, it's only from turn 6. I don't know why I just spent all that time thinking about how can we start the next turn under 59% HP. But that part of Goku's passive you can't get until turn 6 anyway. So, never mind, I guess. Well, fortunately now as well, the Buu duo should be okay in slot 3 because they're going to build up their, or sorry, the GT duo, because they're going to build up a little bit of their damage reduction from doing their supers. And then, of course, we have the Princess Snake active as well. So we have that little bit of extra damage reduction on top. So they should be fine here because we got enough key for them to get at least one guaranteed additional super. And then, yeah, we're getting the extra one here from the passive that has the chance to be, which means we should get a guaranteed super following up this one. And then, yeah, that puts us in a very good spot here. At least defensively, anyway. Right, 3 supers, 30% damage reduction, plus the damage reduction from the Princess Snake. I'm pretty sure they'll even live a super here, right? I was going to say, and then if we get the hidden potential additional as well, that's another 10% damage reduction. So, yeah, we are going to be looking good here. I mean, we've almost finished him off. Okay, of course, again, like, this man is relentless with these slot 3 supers. But, yeah, 40k, so that's fine. But, yeah, this is the problem, as I discussed before, right? Like, there you go. No links with this Goku. Now, if we stand by with him, he'll show us the super. Have they fixed the private server thing where we can actually counter the Dragon Fist now or no? Oh, no super on this turn. Okay. However, we can't get that, man. We can't get the 12 key. I really want to get it for Goku. But if we do this, then God Goku's just going to kill Goku Black. Man, what an annoying situation with the orbs. So we have to get the 18 key super or we have to not super with him, which is a little bit awkward. Plus, you know, we don't really want him in slot 1 anyway. So I guess we will just have to do this. I mean, getting 2 supers guaranteed, there's like no way Goku doesn't kill him, right? So we'll go ahead and do that. God Goku, I got to rely on God Goku to actually dodge. So we'll just grab these. We know there's no super, thanks to the Super Saiyan 3 Goku at the end. Actually, they should link after standby. They should link, shouldn't they? Because the standby is like basically a transformation. Oh, he's not going to kill him. I'm pretty sure. Don't crit. Don't crit. Give me that additional super. Let's go. Come on. And then Super Saiyan 3 Goku get like 2 supers. Okay. He's going to do a third one. I think even if he crits here, though, he doesn't kill him. So this actually is potentially really good for LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Okay. Yeah, 5.83. Again, without the Super Saiyan 3 links, that's pretty decent. Additional? Let's go. 6.1. So now he is fully built up for the next turn, where we can go ahead and get the 18 key super. So that's what we like to see. All right. So now what we can do is we get the... Oh, we can just get the revival with... I want to see the Dragon Fist as well, though. Let's see. Can we do this? Where's the super? Okay. So if we do this, we could potentially revive at the end of the turn still. Oh, this is going to be quite the explosive finish if we actually get this, because we're going to counter the super into the Dragon Fist, hopefully. And then Goku at the end here is probably going to get killed. And then we just revive with full health. And either way, we're going to make it to the next turn, where we then have Super Saiyan 3 Goku with his full passive built up. And we're going to do the 18 key super. So yeah, we should be looking very good for this next turn. These guys obviously have not really had much chance to do a lot. You know, they got, what, 1 super off in their first turn? So they've not really stacked up a lot of defense, but at least they have type advantage. They're getting their supers here, so they're building up a little bit of defense for this turn. But yeah, I mean, is it a shame? Who is the best yellow coin LR EZA currently? I know the androids are like super high up there, but considering all the teams he's on and just the way his tech seems to work, I unironically think that LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku might actually be #1 now. No, they still haven't fixed the private server Dragon Fist thing, so he just dodges the super instead of countering it. Man, that's annoying. Good thing we're not like going out of our way here to try and get the Dragon Fist in these videos, because would really love to see that, but you know. So does he get killed here? Yeah, yeah, he does. 900k, let's go. All right, so we're going to get the Bird Coup revival, and then it's going to be GG for Goku Black, because we can put the God Goku in slot 1, type advantage, hopefully get the orbs, and then we're going to have ourself ready to go. In fact, it's HP 59% or less. Are we on turn 6? Because God Goku revives you with, Bird Coup revives you with, is it 58 or 59% HP? Whichever one it is, it doesn't matter. That'll still be activating the LR Goku's power. Oh, is it turn 6? Oh, it's only turn 5. Man, that's unfortunate. All right, so we got, if we do this, there are some tech orbs. Oh, you're kidding me. No, what? Bruh. And now we can't get the 18 key super. You have got to be joking. Oh, man. So yeah, that's the only downside to this guy. He has the 1 key link. And that's if we've supered 3 times. So he's getting 6 extra key from his passive. But as you can see, like that would only put him to 9. Then the extra 6 is putting him to 15. But yeah, it's not enough. So we'll have to do this. And then that gives him, what links does he have? Experienced fighters and legendary power. Not really great, but you know. Let's see what we can get then, I suppose. This is all going to go horribly wrong if Rose super attacks the GT duo. I probably should have just used an item here, I guess. Now, the interesting thing about this, if we were using him on this team and we just wanted to float him off on this turn anyway, because we're getting the 18 key super here, he's going to action break Rose in that final attack slot at the end. So he actually can't be attacked by Rose on this turn, which is good. Now, of course, if Rose's going to super, ideally we want him to super God Goku here and God Goku just dodge. Because I feel like even if we get multiple supers, the GT duo are just going to get killed by a super attack here from Rose, which will be super awkward. We are going to get a couple of supers here, because each super raises our defense for the turn. They're fully built up now with the 50% damage reduction at least. But, I mean, Rose hits over 1 million on his super attack. So, actually, we might live. Okay, he's not going to do it anyway. So, 20 mil. So, that's him with 2 links active. And remember, this is not, like, none of this is the 1 turn buff or anything. So, 20 mil with 2 links active. That's, like, the bare minimum that he's going to do. Like, that is actually ridiculous. That's, like, really, really good. So, yeah, I mean, I guess we can just put these guys in slot 1 and they'll kill him here. Because now that this Goku, because he's still in the Dragon Fist thing, we know there's no super. But, yeah, there you go. That is LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I think he, unironically, is now the best yellow coin LR EZA. Key issues potentially a problem, but in the early turns, you kind of want that. But then I guess you probably do want to have some support units around. He is a Shattering the Limit unit. So, depending on who else you bring, obviously, like, the best units in the game are pretty much all Fierce Battle units at this point. But having another Shattering the Limit unit, imagine a Shattering the Limit support that is really good. I remember the days of, like, the Tech TN, right, who we now know is getting an EZA. He's a Shattering the Limit unit that will give 60% support to this Goku and has over in a flash. So he'll be giving him 6 key. As well as 60% attack and defense, which is pretty crazy. So let me know what you guys think of LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku down below in the comment section. I actually do now, after seeing him in game, think that he's probably the best yellow coin LR EZA. I mean, offensively, it's not even close. Defensively, I mean, I guess he's rocking what, like 500k defense after he's getting his supers off. So if you're doing the 18 key and losing the damage reduction, then, you know, he's obviously going to get blasted by big supers. 500k without the damage reduction means there's even some normals in the game, especially like Fusion Tommaso where he's type disadvantage, that he would actually take damage. but I mean, he seems insanely good and very easy to set up. Those early turns, just getting the 12 key super, very, very good. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.